Well, I mean, if you're wondering if the show's good or not, it was actually pretty decent. But there's a bit to that. I'd say that the show got better the further you got into the show. I'd say that like when there was a lot of characters that just were around, it was pretty boring. Not boring, but like they didn't want to take it seriously at first. You know, just a lot of characters just went back and forth MCU humor. But the more that these characters got killed off, the more interesting the plot got. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they went hand in hand or not, but like I feel like the characters overall that were left behind, the ones that survived the longest, did have the most interesting things to do. I actually did like Miss Marvel as the main character. She actually had a very good characterization throughout the series. I know for a fact people are going to complain about that last episode though. Even though it's not even a bad episode, it's just the fact that there's a lot of MCU guys who just will not like the fact that a certain someone loses. But actually, should I just make this a spoiler thing? All right, you don't watch anymore. Yeah, no, Thor got bodied by Wanda. He got bodied bad. But at the same time, it was a Thor before his Love and Thunder upgrades versus a fully realized potential Wanda. So, I mean, you can argue with whoever you want, but don't even bother me about this. The show did it. Infinity Hulk was a cool concept that was completely underused. He kind of just stood around looking cool. He didn't show off anything. If he's like supposed to be like the full power of the absorbed Infinity Stones, why did he do nothing? Listen, there's one thing that if he's just like kind of sitting there and been like he's like defending it with like all of his power, but he's barely did anything. The best he did was White Thor the second time. So I mean, you also have that, but I mean, it was an Amp Hulk, so it doesn't matter. A lot of the characters they really didn't need to add. Awkwafina's character was, I don't even know her name. She was all right. They actually made her bearable. Even though she was there for like most of the series, they definitely set up another season. I don't want to go too far into spoilers because the show had a lot that I would want to talk about, but it's definitely not fitting in this format. I'd say watch it. I'd give it a 8.1. It was good, wasn't a masterpiece. It was tolerable. I liked the story, but there was a lot more questions left than answers. I get that's the entire point of setting up a new season, but I don't know. I feel they could have sat more on the cliffhanger, but I don't know. I feel like it's good, but I know for a fact a lot of people are going to hate certain things because how their favorite characters get done. If you like Red Guardian's is as much of a fraud as ever. He gets manhandled by Captain America's upper torso, so disabled from the waist down. Steve Rogers would whoop Red Guardian. You're welcome. I'm out of here. The last thing I'll say is that this show actually showed me exactly why I actually like Miss Marvel's powers in this series and like in the MCU way more than her comics. I'm sorry. They do the exact same thing as her normal powers, but they just look cooler, they do more, and they just have more. It has more variety. It looks cooler. I'm sorry. Anyways, bye.